Yo, what's going on, guys? So today we're gonna look at this top 100 players ranking that ESPN made. It's making the rounds online. A lot of people are talking about it. We've seen some of the items from the list, but not everything.
We dropped our top 50 on our channel. That's why we thought it would be a good idea to look at ESPN's. It always makes the headlines because there's a lot of takes that are so stupid.
Yep.
A lot of it they definitely do it for clicks, but it's still worth looking at just because it's ESPN and it's just gonna be funny laughing at them.
For sure.
First, it's gonna be lower tier players, like from like 100 to like 70. So let's get straight into it with number 100, Mr. Robinson.
That's fine. There's not really much to say right now. I mean, this is the 100th best player in the NBA. Is he the 100th best player? I'm not sure. We just gotta keep looking to see.
I mean, me personally, I'll put Mr. Robinson or Valanciunas in terms of like value to the team. Even though Valanciunas is better, Mr. Robinson, I think most people would rather have him on the team.
Yeah, for sure. I think Valanciunas is like a little bit tough to have on your team, I guess. Yeah, especially because the ball, you can't really give him the ball because he's not the star player and stuff, but he needs the ball.
Colin Sexton, don't really have much to say about him.
I think he was a little bit disappointing last season. I think the jump that Larry Marketing took is the jump that people wanted him to take. Number 7, Grant Williams.
Okay, Harrison Barnes.
Yeah, they're like super.
I feel like he's a bit underrated.
Players.
Harrison Barnes is definitely more than a bit better. I think he's just better than him. Jalen Williams, is
a
little bit low.
A little bit low, you could say. Had a great rookie campaign. So let's see what's next.
Yeah, this guy's definitely low. You know, we're not even the biggest fans of him, but even we can admit that there's not 93 players better than Westbrook in the NBA right now.
Yeah, he's super valuable. We saw it in the playoffs last year.
Even this guy, Mike Conley.
I guess it's kind of like what you said about Mitchell Robinson and Valanciunas. I think Russ is the better individual player, but Mike Conley fits so well into the Timberwolves.
Yeah, he's not as bad as you would think. You would think he's worse than he actually
is. Dude, and I feel like he was really what made the Jazz go on that start in the beginning of the season. They were saying, I mean, you needed the point guard to set everyone up.
Quickly, you know, another guy that you can argue is a bit low. He was in contention for 6th man of the year and arguably should have won it.
Yeah,
but I mean.
Not much to say with that one. Josh Hart, I mean, great, valuable, one of the most valuable role players in the NBA. A guy that does everything you need him to do. He does all the little things. I'm not mad that he made the list. 91, I think that's
one of the best guard rebounds in the NBA. Yeah. John Collins, one of the most complicated players to even think about right now.
You don't even know where he truly ranks. I feel like I feel like no one's really sure how good he is. So we don't really. It's tough. It's tough to say, man.
The most I can say about him is that I wonder how he's gonna fit Laurie Marketing. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Robert Williams, super valuable, one of the best defenders in the NBA when healthy, 100%. Was probably.
Now he's in Portland.
He is in Portland. That's kind of random. And in their finals run, man, this dude was damn near like 3rd best player.
Kevin Looney, just a reliable player.
Yeah, it's tough to say. Him over Robert Williams is a bit wild, but I don't know. I don't really know what they're taking into account. I know it's supposed to be next season. That's why we see a lot of rookies here. Well, why we're gonna see a lot of rookies?
Yeah, that definitely has to be just that he's less injury prone than Ron Williams.
Yeah, I mean, this is an Iron Man.
He never misses again.
This is a guy that never gets injured either.
This is our guy right here.
This is our guy.
Wanted him the Lakers for a while. He didn't land there.
One of the best scorers, one of the best shooters of all time already. I don't think that's a hot
straight up.
Like, I think this guy is incredible. What he's done in his career is unbelievable. I think he's damn near underrated. That's how good of a player he is. Kyle Kuzma, maybe a little bit low. I think Kyle Kuzma had a great season. Could have been an All-Star last year. Might be an All-Star this year. Who knows? Obviously, we're big fans of Kuzma.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough because the Wizards don't really have a chance of being high up there. But talent-wise, he's like, I would say he's almost an all-star. Yeah,
for sure. And you know, we're big fans of Kuzma.
Anthony Simons
is a super underrated guy. I think when he was by himself, that season that Dame got injured, not last year, but the season before, this dude was going crazy. So yeah, it's tough again because
him and Kuzma are like the same type of player.
Yeah, I understand.
Hard to differentiate. Clint Capella, not as good as he used to be.
Not as good. Always injured. I feel like this man. I feel like that he's always dealing with something. I barely see him on the court, but when he is on the court, super valuable. Again, he's kind of like that Robert Williams type, great rebounder. One of the best rebounders in the league.
Definitely.
They got Tobias Harris. It's tough with Tobias Harris. I think he found his role. I think the biggest thing with Tobias Harris is that people have a hard time differentiating what he makes from the player that he is. I think this is one of the most valuable role players in the NBA. But obviously, he gets paid what a max player makes. So it's kind of tough to judge.
Yeah, because when he was first brought into the Sixers, they were looking at him more as like another star added to a team. That's just not what he ended up being.
Cameron Johnson. This is a guy like Tobias Harris. I honestly think that Tobias Harris is better than him. Yeah, Tobias Harris can definitely put the ball on the floor a little bit more. He can do a little bit more. Cameron Johnson is great. He's probably a little bit of a better defender, but overall, I think Tobias Harris.
He got a really big deal in the offseason. Let's just remember.
Yeah, he did.
Right there.
Bobby Portis. This was a guy that I thought he was going to play a little bit better in the FIBA World Cup. Just didn't. I feel like a lot of people didn't play as good as we thought they were going to play. This is that guy. He's one of the best 6 men in the NBA, but not really much to say about him.
Yeah, Jalen Green.
He's tough to rank. But I think he's been a big disappointment for me.
I'm not gonna place a lot of blame on him because the Rockets have been a bit all over the place. I think now Imo Udoka and getting those role players, we're gonna see a best year out of Jalen Green. We're gonna see maybe not as big of a point increase as people would expect him to have, but just becoming a better player all around. We saw him working out for Fred VanVleet. So a lot of people said that his ceiling is something like Zach LaVine, like
that's not bad.
Kind of like that, Bradley Beal.
He just needed a culture around him, man. Next, Tyler Hero. I'm not sure. This is a guy that we're very high on. We think he's very underrated, and I think he's going to prove it this year. He might even make an all-star team.
Yeah,
that's
we're going to talk more about him when we see the players that are ahead of him.
Yeah, we saw the list a little bit, not too much, but let's just go on so we can talk a little bit about it. Yeah, right here. This is disrespectful. I'm sorry, but that's why, to me, if you're going to make a top 100 list, top 50 list going into next season, I just don't think you should take rookies into account. Yeah, they're super hard to judge. There's so many rookies that end up being bust, that end up not playing good their first year. So it's tough to judge. How can you tell me that Scoot Henderson is better than a proven 20-point per game 6-man of the year? Yeah. Like, you really going to tell me that? Tyler's very efficient too.
Do I believe that he's going to be better?
Yes.
Possibly.
Probably, yeah.
I believe in him a lot. He's going to be a good scorer. He's going to be a good playmaker.
Yeah.
One
of the best finishers.
That's fine, but we just can't be sure. How many times have we said that about other people? Moving on, Jordan Clarkson.
Him and Tyler Hero are very similar players. My thing with Jordan Clarkson, I think he's like a less efficient Tyler Hero. He's probably maybe a more versatile scorer, but I think Tyler Hero's just more efficient than him.
He's just more steady.
Yeah, more defined, I would say. It's tough because Jordan Clarkson, I honestly think he's a little bit overrated.
Yeah, he's like that class of like J.R. Smith going in there, crazy shots. Yeah. When they go in, it's good, but when they don't go in, it looks a bit ugly. Chris Paul, sure. I'm not. That's okay.
Yeah, it's tough to judge Chris Paul.
He did play really bad last year.
He did. Last year he was number 21 going into the season. This year,
that's great. First of all, 21 last year is high.
We should have probably been looking at these, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, that ranking drop is crazy, but I don't think it should be that much. It should have been that high in the first
I think last year was his first season that you were like, okay, Chris Paul's like.
Yeah, it makes sense. Man is getting like up there in age, bro. We're talking about LeBron. This guy's 38, 39.
Yeah.
But I think next year we might see him out of this list. I didn't know what to say about this guy, bro.
He's just good. He's a good individual player. I don't know if he's necessarily the best player that you can win with. And on defensive center, it's tough to build your team around him. It really is. It's tough to put pieces around him to succeed. And he's not good enough offensively for that to even be a thing.
Yeah, the Bulls are stuck in a very weird place right now with Alonso.
Cade Cunningham. This is a guy that a lot of people were very high on. Brian Windhorst in particular, very high on him coming into this season due to FIBA. Apparently he was killing. He was dominating. This is a guy that came into the league as known as like one of the most for sure prospects of all time. This is a guy that people were saying had 0 holes in his game. There was nothing this man couldn't do. And his two seasons in the NBA, we just haven't seen that yet. Yeah. We haven't seen him be as efficient as we thought he was going to be. We haven't seen him be as aggressive as we thought he was going to be. I don't know if it's the team that he has around him. I'm not really sure. Obviously, last year he was injured, but...
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be one of those things that injury, having that time, even though he wasn't playing, being a part of the NBA, being part of the workouts, being just watching, learning. I think this year it's going to be the first real kick on him here. So Holmgren, kind of like the same as Scoot Henderson, he pretty much is a rookie. The only thing that I would say, like we said in the other video, he is going to come more defined, kind of like what I was saying about Cade Cunningham. So yeah, I think the spot for him is fine. It's going to end up being fine. We just can't, what else are we going to say if we haven't seen him play it?
Exactly.
There's a person that we're going to talk about in regards to Tyler Hero.
Yeah, I just don't think there's any chance that he's better than Tyler Hero, at least not right now. If he goes and surprises me this year, then shout out to him. But I just don't see him, man. He's not an efficient basketball player. He's just not. He's not a guy. He doesn't have good shot selection. I think that's extremely important. He's not a smart basketball player. He doesn't make smart moves, smart decisions with the basketball in his hands. I don't know. Now he has a true point guard next to him, Tyus Jones. Maybe he can get something out of him. But I mean, he's had Draymond Green. He's had a system one of the best systems in the NBA. We just saw it this year. I know a lot of things were going on behind the scenes, but it's like it's tough to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, and I think this year he is gonna average a lot of points, and people are gonna start being like, "Oh, you see the Warriors should have traded him. Oh, you see he's better than Tyler Hero, Austin Reeves." But then if you put Tyler Hero or even Austin Reeves in that same situation, they'll probably do the same thing.
They'll probably average less points, but be way more efficient.
RJ Barrett, for
me, one of the toughest players to
one of the most
judge.
Awkward players in the NBA.
I just don't know what he's good at. I've always said that. I've said it multiple times. What is he good at?
He's good at multiple things, but
he's not good at anything. Yeah. Shot 40% from 3 in the second NBA season. We haven't seen that. That was everybody that saw it knew that was the fakest shit ever.
RJ Barrett shooting 40% does not make sense.
Wyatt Kessler, this guy a lot of people are high on. Just a stereotypical center. I think he's gonna be good this season because that's just a guy that he knows his role. He plays it really good. So not much to say about Wyatt Kessler.
Brook Lopez, we love this guy.
Yeah, one of the best role playing centers in the NBA. We always say about we love what he's done with his career.
Nah, definitely. He saw the NBA and was able to adapt somehow, bro. I don't know how
he used to be a bad defender, became a good defender. Bad shooter, became a good shooter.
Like he literally became. He's better now than he was back then. At least more valuable. I know.
He became a completely different basketball player.
Yeah, he's a champion. So shout out to him. Yeah. Michael Porter Jr.
I would love to see Michael Porter Jr. in a team by himself, just to see how really good he is.
Not by himself, but at least in a team with more opportunities.
Yeah, because he really can't create for himself. That's just not what his role is. So I would love to see him in a team that he's able to do that a little bit more.
What I can say is that he is gonna have to do more with the loss of Bruce Brown, the loss of Jeff Green. The Nuggets now run out of depth. They're gonna have to rely on people like him,
especially defensively, man. Especially defensively.
OG Anunoby, the Raptors' beloved player.
The thing with OG, I don't know how good he truly is because again, there's so many players on the Raptors that do the exact same thing as him, so he's not really able to shine. So it's tough to say how good he truly is. He looked great. He's a good defender. I'm not gonna take that away from him, and he's a good shooter. But I don't know.
We're waiting on that like my car bitches jumping on. Austin Reeves.
It's our guy, man. It's pretty good, man. 66. That's not bad at all. I think Austin Reeves. Did D'Lo make this list?
I haven't seen him, and I don't think we're gonna see him. So that's been a while.
That's a bit wild. I think D'Lo's better than a lot of people on this list, but
D'Lo's. It's super close to Austin Reeves.
Yeah, damn near, maybe even better. Like honestly, but Austin Reeves, man, just a guy that's good at everything, intangibles, does everything correct on the basketball floor. Guy that we're super high on. Just a great basketball. I don't think he's as we don't overhype him. We just understand how valuable he is. You know what I'm saying?
I think the number one thing about him is his confidence.
Yeah,
he knows how good he is.
Especially now.
Miles
Super valuable player again. Another 3-and-D center. One of the best shot blockers in the league.
And Brook Lopez are two of the centers that you would love to have in your team.
Definitely.
The most.
Definitely.
Rudy Gobert. What?
This is a tough one.
Controversial players of the last few years.
Definitely. I think with Rudy it's tough because he just didn't have that good of a season last year, even without Cat.
Look at that. Last year he was ranked 18th.
He looked good in preseason, but it's preseason.
He looked better when Cat wasn't there, which is one of those things that it's like we have said. How do the fans see something coming that the NBA front office didn't see in terms of like Gobert and Cat working together? Yeah. Scottie Barnes
had a very bad sophomore season.
This has to be a projection because we're talking about last year. He should definitely not be.
Nah, he's not even better than OG Anunoby. He's just not.
He's not. He has potential, but
I'm just not sure. He can't really shoot. It's tough, man. I don't know if he has apparently he doesn't have the best work ethic. That's what I've heard. So if you don't have that, then I don't know.
He's gonna say stuck. Yeah. They are putting a lot of favor in him.
And they should. I mean, whatever. He did win Rookie of the Year, and he has superstar potential. No doubt about it.
Nah, 100%. Porzingis. This is a good rank.
Yeah, super solid. No big problems with Porzingis here. Just a super offensive big man.
Yeah, if he can stay healthy, this is super fine. Desmond Bane.
We got to see what Desmond Bane looks like this year, man. He's gonna have a lot of opportunities. He can probably make an All-Star game this year. Really, I just got to see how he looks with the ball in his hand more. He's obviously developed that a lot in his career.
Two-belly shooter, but
good defender. Oh, he's gonna be asked to defend a lot more this year. DeJounte?
I don't really know if this guy's better than Desmond Bane. Maybe as an individual player, but like on your team, I think I would have Desmond Bane.
It's close, so not really the biggest of deal, but yeah, I get what you're saying.
Marcus Smart. This is one that I saw and I was a bit shocked. He's not better than Murray or Desmond Bane. But you gotta think about it. Desmond Bane is literally on his team, and I promise you, Memphis prefers him over Marcus Smart.
Let me tell you guys something. I was extremely happy when Marcus Smart made an all-defensive team. I really was, but I do not think that Marcus Smart necessarily deserved it that year. I think that year it was so up in the air that they just gave it to him because they wanted to give it to a guard.
Yeah, defensive player of the year.
Yeah, defensive player of the year. I think he's an incredible defender. I just don't think he's as good as like a defensive. Because people are but defensive player of the year, bro. Marcus Smart is a good defender. He's a great defender. He's not like all time, all world stuff like that. So it's like that's really where his value comes. Offensively, he's not good. So
yeah, we have seen this guy shoot Boston out of multiple games.
Yeah, definitely.
Jeremy Grant.
It's tough.
I don't really like him, man. I get it.
It's tough. I get it too, but
the thing's like, okay, if you want to say he's a 20 points per game scorer, so is Kuzma. And Kuzma's like freaking 40 rankings under him. So,
I guess it's the defense.
Me personally, I can't put him in.
I know that he's more of a valuable role player, but when have we seen this guy as a role player? We haven't seen that since Denver.
Yeah, when he was a role player, he was averaging like 12 points per game.
Yeah, something like that. I would have to check, but yeah, like we just haven't seen him as a role player in recent times. To have him here for what he does.
Yeah, him out of 20 points per game scored is not as valuable as him as a role.
Definitely.
Zion Williamson. This is definitely the most disrespectful on this list.
Extremely low, way too low. I don't care about. I don't know if they're doing this based off injuries, like we said with the whole Robert Williams thing, but talent wise, top 10 talent, top 20 at most.
57 is insane.
57 is crazy. That's bad. That's do better.
Yeah.
Like, are you for real, bro? One of the most inefficient players in the NBA, 6'1" guard that shoots less than 40% from the field, 30% from three. You're gonna tell me he's better than Zion Williamson? Zion Williamson, bro, get out of my face, move that. That's the bro. This dude is lower than everybody else. Draymond Green, shout out to him.
Yeah, that's
super
fine.
fun on that
We
list.
put him at 15 on our list. We put him a little bit higher, but it's close enough.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Super valuable player.
We're big fans of Draymond, so we not that we're big fans, we understand his value.
Yeah, and he's a smart guy.
Definitely.
When he talks basketball, you want to listen. Andrew Wiggins, I think this is fine.
Super fine.
big.
I do think Andrew is better than Draymond, but he's like a little bit better. So it's nothing crazy, nothing disrespectful. Super cool with that.
Yeah, I want to see him on the court. I'm excited to see him on the court. I'm a fan of him.
Josh Giddey.
We have had this conversation. You've always not been as high on Giddey as I am.
I haven't. Yeah,
I do see a lot of potential. As him as like a triple-double type of person, getting rebounds, good playmaker, being a top point guard, being able to score. I don't know if 53 is. It might be a bit too high.
Yeah, I don't think he's better than Andrew Wiggins. I just don't think he is. He's just never been a player that he just hasn't impressed me. Not the way he plays, just the way he like his player type. I've never seen a player like Giddey.
Very unique player.
Very unique player.
I mean, we'll have to see.
It's tough. Yeah, I gotta see what he looks like this year. Again, I don't like that his projections, but you know, there's a guy Franz Wagner. This is a guy that we're both really high on, to be honest.
Yeah, we'll give him out of praise on our top 10 small forward list because he's very underrated. People don't talk about him enough. So
yeah,
I'm glad that
right here, super fun.
Yeah. Aaron Gordon.
Super valuable, defended basically everybody in these playoffs. He did it at an elite level. Defended LeBron, Cat, KD. Just for that, we got to give him high praise, man. This is a guy that in Orlando, he was asked to be the star player. But now that he moved on to Denver, he found the perfect role for him. And he was honestly the second best player the whole year up until the playoffs.
Yeah, he should have damn near been an all-star.
I think he should have been an all-star. I have said that. So.
And we're in the top 50 now. Wait.
Number 50, Jared Allen. I guess.
Is he better than all those players we just saw?
It's tough.
I don't know, bro.
It's tough. To me, he's very similar to Walker Kessler. Yeah. Very, very similar.
Bit better, obviously. But.
Yeah, obviously. How valuable really is he? You know what I'm saying? How valuable really is he? I don't think he's even that valuable to the Cavs, to be honest.
When you think of the Cavs, you think of Garland, Mitchell, Mobley. And then he's the fourth person that you think about. DeAndre Ayton.
Not mad at this. I'm not mad at it.
I get it.
I get it too.
A lot of people have been hating on him a bit too much. Disregarding him too quick. He's very talented. Very good offensive player. He's one of those people that are under him. He almost never misses. You see him if he's in the paint like that. You're most likely not gonna miss.
Especially because it's a projection. So not mad at it. At 48, we got LaMelo Ball.
So LaMelo Ball. What we're just saying about him right now is that super talented player, but Charlotte has been tripping. Everybody is getting into big trouble, which is saw with Kai Jones. I don't know what happened to him. Miles Bridges, the white beater. Like, nah, it's bad. It's bad. So, with all the circumstances that have been around him, of him getting injured last year,
I'm shocked he's as good as he is, to be honest.
Exactly.
I need him to be more efficient. I didn't love the coaching hire. Well, we already talked about it in the past.
Okay, and
this is the one that we got a bit upset about. My thing with Victor is he's a rookie, bro. Like a rookie top 50. We haven't seen him play at all, bro.
You're putting some good people on there. You're putting Wiggins, LaMelo Ball, like Draymond Green, and multiple people that are sort of great NBA players.
Bro, look, we're all-stars.
Yeah, like.
Bro, look, we're as high on Victor as anybody else, but it's just that, like, bro, 47.
That's crazy. But, I mean, if he's as good, shout out to him.
Man. Chris Middleton.
It's fine.
It's fine. He could be a little bit lower for us. I think, like, Franz, we have Franz over him. We had Andrew Wiggins. Well. But my thing with Chris Middleton, we just got to see what he does on the court. He's going to have a whole year away from his injury. He has some surgery done. I think this year he's going to have a smaller role. And I think he's really gonna thrive.
Yeah, that smaller role is gonna be good for him.
Definitely.
Julius Randle,
super fine.
Every time with the regular season should be higher.
We're talking about
involved.
Yeah, like just do it like a quick
I do have
average.
to give him credit because one of the most durable player, never misses games.
Yeah, especially last season he was about to play all 82. Last year he was on his way for all 82 until he unfortunately got injured.
Yeah, then there is somebody to have a player like him that can at least carry you to a playoff.
Definitely.
So you McCollum.
It's tough. He's a guard. He's getting older. Those type of players, they never end up looking that good.
Yeah, I was just saying that I am glad that he has kind of shifted to more of a point guard role, more of a playmaker. But I think they still have. You just have a lot of people that straight up bet on him under.
Wait, did they have Zion under him?
Yeah, dude. Nah, but they have Hassan or everybody.
Nah, but damn, bro. CJ?
Yeah. And James Harden?
Yeah. James Harden? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how good James is anymore. Look, this is a guy that had a great season, led the NBA in scoring.
Assist.
Yeah, definitely not lead the He had 2 of his best playoff games of all time in the playoffs this year.
He also had some classic stinkers.
Classic. So it's like...
And right now he's in the fattest drama. We don't even know what team is going to be on. And what I was saying earlier is, if this guy does not come out on fire this year and he actually gets worse, I don't know how much longer teams are gonna put him on with BS.
Definitely. I'm gonna show you guys something that bothers me. Why is he a PG and so is Tyrese Max?
That's a classic.
That's a classic. If you guys know anything about me, that's classic out of beginner basketball thing. Anyways.
Well, Tyrese Maxey, I was saying that it does feel a bit crazy seeing him over James Harden. I'm not saying it's wrong, and I'm not saying that. That's fine. That's an understandable thing to do. But it just feels crazy. But anyways.
I'm not that high on Tyrese. Everybody knows this. I say it every time I get a chance. I just don't see it with him. Hopefully he proves me wrong. Hopefully he becomes an all-star this year. But let's just see, man. Right there he's fine. I don't think that's like a crazy take. Wow. When we saw this live, I said, wow.
Like, no way.
We were like, no way. So we had to
Nah, but even then, seeing it again is still feeling
yeah, I can't believe it. I down there get out of my face.
Nah,
look. How you really gotta tell me that this dude is worse than Andrew Wiggins?
Not better. Better.
You guys tell me that. He's
even Draymond Green. Draymond Green is more body. I'm pretty sure that I know they will trade Klay Thompson for Draymond Green.
Yeah,
they will trade Klay Thompson for trade Wiggins.
Dude, this guy's just a shooter at this point. This dude's
and not even as consistent as he used to be. We saw him against the Lakers. But there was a play I will never forget that LeBron looked at him and ran away. He was not caring about it.
Dude, is he better than Kevin Hurt?
Yeah. I want to say yes.
You want to, right?
Are you sure? Kevin Hurt not even on this list?
Yeah, but I think Kevin Hurt is a better defender.
It's like...
I'm not saying I'm just asking a simple question. You guys don't shoot the messenger. You know what I'm talking about?
Like, if you're taking it that far, we're talking about a guy who's number 41 on this list, and a guy who didn't even touch the list.
What are you doing? He's just like 37.
Mobley.
Nah, we said this. We're super fine with this.
Super fine.
Yeah.
Was a great defender from the moment he stepped on the court.
Yeah.
DeMar DeRozan. It's fine, bro. And whenever DeMar gets his respect, we're happy. We recently had a comment by one of our fans. Why don't he's a fan, but we got a comment from somebody saying that we put DeMar a bit too high on the small forward list because in a team aspect of how he fits with the team, he's not the perfect fit. It's kind of like that Carmelo Anthony ball stopper. But what I would say is that he's kind of forced to be that way because he has been the first option on his team for years. We would love to see him as a second, third option.
What I gotta say right now, I want to see how he looks with his maturity, with his age in the NBA on a contender. I want to see what that looks like.
Next, we got his teammate, Zach LaVine.
That's fine. I do think Zach is better than DeMar. I didn't have him in the. Who do we have in our top 50? It's like they were right there, bro.
I forgot, to be honest, but they were close. They were close, and we forgot to put them on the top 10 shooting.
Yeah, dude, we were tweeting.
No, we tweeted that.
With it. Yeah, we forgot Anthony Edwards and Zach LaVine.
Yeah,
but no, this is a fine ranking. I think he's underrated, bro. People are talking about this dude like he's a bum, bro.
Dude, I remember when there were rumors that he was possibly gonna go to Lakers, and people from Lakers Nation were like, "No,
worst contract in the NBA." I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, I don't think it's like that.
It's not like that, bro.
And honestly, I want both of them to leave the Bulls. Bradley Beal,
I guess.
Sure.
Maybe. Him and LaVine are at the same level.
Yeah, they're like the same player.
I thought Kevin Herter was gonna be here. He's just not.
Bradley Beal did shoot 50% last year. Not as many points, but the efficiency they go up. And I feel like last year and even the year before with the Wizards, he was kind of like chilling. Like,
bro, facts, bro.
Like he felt
like he wasn't even there. Dude.
Yeah, there was more emphasis on Kuzma and Porzingis, and he was just kind of like.
There wasn't, but there was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, people didn't even care that he was there.
I think now he's gonna come in motivated again. He has a chance to win. I think he's really, really messing with the Suns right now.
Yeah, he was in 19 before. That's a bit wild.
Nah, that's way too high.
Yeah, you know I'm very high on Darius. I like him a lot. I know he didn't have the best. Well, that's not true. His season was super like whatever.
Yeah, I mean the Cavs kind of had a bit of a disappointing end, losing to an X the way he did.
Yeah.
But return for skill and flashiness, this guy's out there, bro. Ja Morant, way too low. Way too low. Okay, last year he was ranked number 9. Why did he go down to number 26?
He had a better season than he did last year. He just did. I'm sorry, he just did. The Grizzlies were just as good. Yes, he had some problems on the court. I'm sorry, but you should not take that into account when it comes to player rankings. Now, I don't care, bro. He can do whatever he wants off the court. If he produces on the court, that's all that matters. Like, you should not be taking that into account, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not even the biggest Ja Morant fan. Neither is he. We're just not. But we just got to keep it real, bro. That's like damn near disrespectful.
Like, we're hoping that this suspension is going to be a final one. They can finally come back and stay out of trouble. And if he does, next year is going to be tough for team.
Bro, Ja Morant last year was an All-NBA player. He didn't make the list, but he was an All-NBA player in my eyes.
Kyrie Irving. He always gets disrespected.
Always gets disrespected. I do think he might be better than Kyrie, but damn, at 34, it's a bit wild. Like we always say, about always getting disrespected.
I mean, he put out a tweet. He always like puts out a tweet about ESPN, like making fun of him because there's not 33 better players. You know what? To better Ty Water, let's see what's next. He's not better than Kyrie.
No, he's just not. He's just not. We haven't seen. We don't know how good Michael Bridges is. For example, his first preseason game, he didn't look good.
Yeah,
he just didn't. He was getting guarded super well. He just didn't look that good. I'm not saying obviously that he's gonna look like bad because he played bad in preseason. But what I am saying is like, bro,
people are gonna be ready for it now.
Yeah, like we just don't know. There's a chance that Michael Bridges might just be a role player that got hot at one point, bro. He was only in the Nets for 30 games. Like anybody can have a good stretch.
Like Jalen Brunson. I would not say he's better than Kyrie.
I would not say he's better than Kyrie. I don't mind his ranking though.
That's not about ranking for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but whatever. Forget about the Kyrie side. That's not about ranking. He's solid. He did have a really good season. Jerry Jackson Jr. He is the defensive player of the year.
He was, and he did deserve it. I'm not gonna. A lot of people, AD's better. AD didn't deserve to win it last year. Yeah, I'm sorry, he just didn't. Like just keeping it real. He was a better defender, but he didn't have the impact that season, mostly because of injuries that Jaren did.
And he wasn't also like it's one of those things that even if you question how much he deserved it, it's not like he was that far away from it.
Yeah,
he was ended the conversation.
He wasn't even no injury reserve. He was just an all-star.
Yeah, straight up boss. That's a tough one. Very high.
It is high. We like Paolo. We do.
Yeah, we really do. We actually really. I really like him. I think he's good. I like his size. No pause. Athletic. His shot needs to get better, but I think it will. It was on his rookie year, and I like that he's taking it.
Yeah, I like his physicality.
And like the Magic are gonna be better next year. So I don't hate it. Especially like we said, if we're talking about projection.
Yeah, I don't think he's that much better than Franz right now, but I think that's not, bro. That's not. He got put over a lot of people, bro. You can't even get that mad. He got to put over a lot of people.
Okay.
Think about it like that. Last year he was 16. Wow, that's kind of high last year, huh? I know he had a bad season. Well, he did have a bad season, but I think he'll have a better season this year.
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
no, it's because he's a Trae Young.
I don't know. When I see like offensive weapons like that, I'm always like inclined to be super high on them. This guy is not better than Trae Young. He's not. Trae Young is that Trae Young has been the Hawks for the past few years. He has been like 100% the Hawks. Even with DeJounte Murray. I mean, and last year was his worst year.
He's made the conference finals, and he's only getting better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm happy for Laura Markkinen. I might be answering the Jazz, I might be an all-star. But you can't put him on Kyrie. You can't put him on Trae Young. You can't put him damn near over Jalen Brunson.
I'll drop the hot take. Okay. I've always thought about this. I've never said it out loud. I just told him now. He might have had a fluke season last year. I would not be surprised if he did, because I always say that Larry being this good came out of nowhere. I don't think people were ready for him. He might have had a fluke season last year. I'm not saying he did. I'm saying he might have. I think there's a big chance that this year he might just not be as good. I'd have to take that. That's super normal to say, I think.
I think it is a bit of a hot take. Like, I personally disagree. I don't know what we saw last year. I don't know if we're gonna see. For example, it says they're 25. I don't know if we're gonna see 25 again.
Wow, he averaged 26 points.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's
I think we are gonna see 20 consistently. I think he is gonna be a 20 points per game player. He's athletic. He can shoot. We saw him moving better than he has before.
No, definitely. It's just
he's still gonna be a Jazz best player. While the Jazz are still gonna have a solid enough team. Brandon Ingram, we talked about him a lot in the small forward list.
Yeah, we did. I think that's a fine ranking for him. I don't have anything to say.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about him already. So Drew Holiday up here. Wow, he same place that he was last year.
Drew Holiday.
You're not that high on Drew. Drew's weird because he be falling off in the. He had a great season last year. I'm talking about
we're
he's
talking
been
about season
super efficient.
one of his best
in the
seasons
regular
ever,
season. In the regular season, this guy's super efficient, but his stats fall off dramatically in the playoffs. I do think a big part, and I was trying to argue this. I think Budenholzer likes to overuse him defensively. Defensively. And this year he might come off the bench. This year he might his workload is not going to be up there. I think we're going to see a Drew Holiday that's going to give you between 16 and 18 points per game and great defense. Less than 16?
I think like 15, bro.
Wow.
Dude, you have 27 to 30 from Tatum.
Yeah.
25 to 26 for Jaylen Brown, and then you have Porzingis who's probably going to get 20.
Right. You're right.
You're telling me I'm going to have four players like down near averaging 20? Siakam. Good ranking, bro.
Good ranking, underrated. Nobody really talks about Pascal.
He's going to
do everything.
Weird situation with the Raptors. Everybody on the
Raptors is tough to rank. This is a guy that does literally. He's very good at everything.
Yeah, and there's been some like weird comments from both sides, from like the manager and him saying
the manager.
Well, you know what I mean, like the Masai Ujiri. Yeah. We don't know if he's gonna stay there. I don't want him to. I want him to go on a team. He can definitely be. I mean, we saw him. He does have a championship. We always say a lot of players.
Yeah, and he was the third best player, sometimes even second.
Kawhi Leonard, 24. I think you're pushing it with that low.
Disrespectful. Just disrespectful once again. They're taking injuries too much into account this year. Kawhi is not a player that's ever going to be bad at basketball because of the way that he plays. The way that he scores is not. He has no lift on his shot. His shot is very flat, and he shoots a lot of mid-range shots. That's something that ages really well. And that's what a lot of players adapted to as they age in their career, like Jordan and Kobe, for a reason. And Kawhi, that's just his game right now. And I just don't think that's gonna age badly, no matter what. Is he gonna play every game? No, but when he plays, he's gonna be one of the best players that we see on the court, and that's just the fact. His defense is not up there, but it's still elite.
Yeah. I mean, we also put him lower on our list because of injuries, but we didn't put him freaking 24.
Not 24. What do we do?
Fox.
He's not better than Kawhi Leonard. He's just not. I'm sorry. They score very similar ways in that mid-range spot. Kawhi's just better. I'd rather have Kawhi. Kawhi, other than passing, Kawhi's better than De'Aaron Fox at everything.
But in talking truth about De'Aaron Fox, not a whole ranking. I like that we saw him performing in the playoffs, not only as good as he did in the regular season, because of the way he plays. I
actually saw this because I saw some of the ranking. Sabonis 22. Sabonis not better than De'Aaron Fox. I'm sorry. We saw it in the playoffs. I know I know that in the regular season it's debatable because of the hub of the passer that is Sabonis. In the playoffs, it just wasn't there. Sabonis was ass. Sabonis was ass in the playoffs. And De'Aaron Fox was great.
I love this ranking. I love that boy Tyrese.
Yeah, I love it.
I think he is better. I
think he's better than Montes Sabonis. De'Aaron Fox, he's not a better individual player.
Close one.
But this dude, man, like as a hub, when it comes to playmaking and scoring.
The classic 20 and 10, 40% from 3.
Love it. It's just, you can't hate on this dude, man. He's a super.
All I would say is that we haven't seen him in the playoffs yet.
Oh yeah.
But we might this year. I'll we do.
Maybe at least not playing.
Carlton Towns. Wow.
Maybe
20.
What are you feeling? What are you feeling for this?
So this is what I'll say. I'm putting De'Aaron Fox on. Putting Trae Young. Putting Kyrie.
Yeah.
I'm putting Tyrese over him too right now. Cat.
I gotta see him, man. I just gotta see. He has we have a bad taste of him in our mouths. Pause, yo. What did I just say, bro?
Cat, when he first came to the NBA, everybody was super high on him.
Yeah.
I remember he was right there with Embiid and Cat. He was right there with Min and Jokic. It was a conversation.
Yeah, thanks.
But recently, he has just not been. He has never had a good playoff series.
Never.
Anthony Edwards has come to a team and he took it from him. He took it from him quick, immediately. Let me get that. And intangibles, because talent-wise, this guy is more talented than that.
I feel like he just doesn't have the intangibles, man. I think that's Cat's biggest thing, man. I know that's not something that you can like just say, but like something that you can't like visualize. But he just doesn't have the intangibles.
Jaylen Brown, amazing two-way player.
I think he's just underrated because I think people are tweeting with this left-hand bullshit. Yeah. I think that's so stupid.
Okay.
I think he's just a better Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. Right now, I will say he's better than Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
All right, Paul George is Paul George. You know, he's been like a similar player for years.
Bro, I feel like Paul George has always just been chilling, bro, with the Clippers. I feel like he's just been chilling.
Am I ready?
Way too high. She's not that good, man. It's just, I'm sorry. He had a great playoff. He's just not that good. Not 17. He's just not.
17 is high.
He's just not. He's good. Should be top 50. He's not 17. I'm sorry.
Nah,
He's
should
not.
be like
He's
top
not
30.
He's not a top 20 player in the NBA. He's just not. He's a top 30
though,
maybe.
for sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Because wow, with this team have some great
performances, but he has to do it in the regular. Bro, the regular season is just as important as the playoffs.
No.
I'm tweeting. But the regular season needs to be. Bro, I feel like we've gotten to a point in the NBA now as fans that we do not respect the regular season, bro. If you don't play good in the regular season, you're not making it to the playoffs, bro.
Even more than that, I think that Murray is in such a perfect situation with Jokic.
Yeah,
he doesn't need to play big at all. But
yeah,
Jokic takes care of it. And then around him, he has Aaron Gordon, a great power forward. He has KCP, Michael
great shooters. Yeah, he's in a perfect situation.
Bro, you put a lot of you put even like a Kyrie. You put in Kyrie, he's doing the same thing.
But that's why we love the Nuggets, because everyone in that team complements each other perfectly. No one has to go out of the way to be something that they're not. Bro, Aaron Gordon pulled up to that team and he was himself. Type shit like everybody is himself in that team. Nobody has to do nothing extra.
Bro, we see more Jokic to Murray than Murray to Jokic because Jokic is the playmaker. Bam Adebayo.
Why did he jump so high though? I mean, I'm not mad, but I'm like, damn, like he didn't have that good of a. He was an all-star, but like the playoffs.
A bit high. Look, and we like Bam. We like Bam a lot. We love Bam. We always give him praise for being a great defender. He did average 20 points per game last year. I just can't put him on people like De'Aaron Fox, for example.
My thing with man, I know he's a valuable defender, but my thing with Bam is just like, I feel like he can get stopped so easily.
Yeah, when I see this guy pass up so many shots,
don't got a bag either, man.
It's like
he don't.
Bro, he has some drill moves. He has the shot. I do believe that shot has gotten to point that is consistent. But bro, sometimes he just doesn't want it. He doesn't want it. Like he doesn't want that offensive. Like
yeah, he doesn't. He shies away from it.
Okay, if we're talking about his defense, his body type, his potential, I think he could be there, but he's just not right now.
Donovan Mitchell, 24 last year. Kind of low last year. Okay, it's fine. I mean, it's fine. We just gotta see who's over.
Yeah, but you think he's better than all those people?
He's better, yeah. Right. So far, everyone that you pointed at, he's better than.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow. Very low for Dame. Dame's damn near a top 10 player.
I wouldn't say Barry.
12.
I wouldn't say Barry, but it is a little. Okay, whatever. Better than Donovan Mitchell. Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah, he's better than
He had
arguably
the best year of his career, points-wise, stats-wise. And, okay, I saw Oprah side say that this is the year we're going to see what it is all about.
Oprah
side. If Lillard comes out this year and the Bucks are mid, if he doesn't play as good as we think he is and they don't win, I think that's going to hurt Simmons a lot. Because a lot of reasons that he has gotten a pass is because Simmons has been bad. Wow.
Nah, he's just not better than them, bro. He's not.
No, he's definitely not better than Donovan Mitchell.
Nah, he's not. He's not better than Donovan Mitchell. He's not. He's
definitely not better than them.
No,
we love this guy.
Yeah, he's not. He's just not. This is the shit that project. Even as a projection, I don't. Very high. Wow.
We're not ready to put him there.
No. I guess it's fine. It's just that obviously we would like to put him higher.
But it's not.
It's not horrible. This is not
really
bad. Yeah, I can't. I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah, but I think shout out to him for getting the respect.
Well, where was he last year? Hold up.
Last year was
17. Okay, yeah.
They put him higher. I mean, he deserves it. He had a great playoffs.
Oh, this is super fun ranking for Booker. To me, Booker is between 9 and 10, 11.
I'll put Butler or Booker personally.
Yeah, I get you.
But
I wouldn't be mad if people don't do that.
Entering the top 10, we have our guy
Antonio David.
Davis. You gotta know some people are gonna complain about it because the internet loves to hit on AD.
It's nothing to complain about, bro. He's damn near low. Talking about the best player in the NBA. Nah, look, AD, the best defender in the NBA, in my opinion. One of the best offensive weapons when he's there. This is a guy that can do a little bit of everything, and if his shot comes around, even more. I think if he's healthy, this is a top 5 player in the NBA, man. We've seen it all the time. Stop hating on AD, guys. You guys got to stop hating on him. There's so many other players that are more injured than him. PG, Kawhi, KD, all these players have been way more injured than AD, and nobody's talking about it, bro. So you guys just got to stop hating on AD, man. This is a super fine ranking for him.
And last year he averaged 26, 12 rebounds. Like you see there, 56% shooting.
56%.
Great defense. Wow. His shot is not as good as he used to be. But even then, he played like the third best center in the NBA last year. And if you want to put Booker and Butler, especially Butler, ahead of him, I get it. Because intangibles, sometimes it's not there. Sometimes it's consistent. But if we're talking about player-wise, definitely better.
Honestly, I think those three are right there.
Yeah, super close.
Yeah, I think those three are right.
We got number 9, LeBron James. Okay. If you wanted to put him number 9, obviously we're going to talk about the players ahead of him.
There's one player ahead of him that is...
Yeah. But for the most part, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I mean, he is getting older. He was playing injured towards the end of the year.
There's a lot of players that I'm like, if you say they're better than LeBron, I'll be like, okay. But there's one player in particular that we're gonna see up next. He's next because I saw the list this morning. It's mind blowing to me.
Yeah, let's get that.
Let's get into it. This is the main piece that we want to talk about.
How can you say that?
I don't think I think Devin Booker's better than him. I think Jimmy Butler's better than him. I think Anthony Davis better than him. I think LeBron's better than him.
I think he's closer to like a Donovan Mitchell player.
Bro, honestly, for me, I think it's Shea. It's okay. The whole list that we saw stops at 13. Then it's like a gap. Then you got Devin, Jimmy, and the rest of this list. That's how I see it. I really do think it's those 12 as the best players in the NBA. I really do think so. I don't think anybody else is close. Not that close, at least. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. What has he done in the playoffs? We keep talking about Julius Randle. What have you done in the playoffs? He's played bad. We have not seen him in the playoffs as a star player. He has not been able to get his team into the playoffs. I'm sorry. If he comes next year and is a top 4 seed, you can put him on this list. You can put him on this list. But right now, no. We were not putting De'Aaron Fox in a list like this last year. Why are we putting him so high now? Because he got to the playoffs. He got his team into a top 3 seed. How can we push Shea here? What is it? Why? What is the hype with Shea? Is it the 30? Anybody can average 30. Bradley Beal averaged 30 a few years ago. What is it about Shea? I don't understand. When have we ever? I have never seen a player in a long time be rewarded so much for losing. I'm serious. What is it with Shea that everybody just is so high on him they have to put him top 10? Like I don't get it. We've always been Shea fans since he was in the Clippers. But it's like, when have we rewarded a player so much for not making the playoffs? I just don't understand.
What more can I say? He said everything right there. Number 7, Kevin Durant.
Fine.
Super perfect, bro.
Super fine.
You're not gonna get me to disagree with this. I'm not even a KD fan, but he's still super good, bro.
Yeah.
Like he always says, he's Kevin Durant.
Him and LeBron super close. If you want to put KD over him, that's fine. I'm not, KD. One thing I will say about KD, hasn't had the best playoffs in a minute.
Yeah. Which is crazy because we always say that's one of the last people you would expect to not have a good playoffs.
All right, next we got Tatum.
I think it's a bit low. Wait.
Well, there's Embiid's there. You obviously went out that big.
Yeah. Okay, but besides Embiid, everybody else being ahead of him,
yeah,
it's fine. It's not a big deal.
That's facts. Other than Embiid, I would say I think Tatum's a top 5 player. I think he's number 5. I think everybody that is ahead of him except Embiid is fine. Like, I don't mind.
And then number 5, Stephen Curry.
That's fine.
Yeah, to me, he's 4. Bro. Shout out to him. He became like a top 5 player in the NBA since 2014.
Yeah.
So the beginning of the beginning of 2014-15 season. It's almost 10 years after and he's still in there.
Yeah, there's not much for me to say. He had a great season last year. I think he's gonna continue.
Not getting any worse.
Luka, fine.
You can argue Curry over Luka.
You can,
especially after last year.
I think, especially as a projection, I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. I mean, yeah, I mean, Luka has gotten better like damn near every year.
Like we said, I think for me, player rankings are like a tier. Honestly, I think you have, for example, I think you have the like I said, you stop at 13, then you have Devin, Jimmy, AD, and I wouldn't even put Dame in that combo. You have those 4, and then I think you have like the LeBrons and the KDs and the Embiids and stuff. And then you start moving on to the top 5 with the Lukas, the Tatums, the Currys. Jokic. And then at the end, you have Jokic and Giannis. I think it's really like a tier ranking.
And then
you can talk about this.
Yeah, this is one that I have a problem with because, like Alex was talking about it. This guy Embiid, we got to give him credit for regular season. He's averaged 30 points per game 3 years in a row. And it's impressive.
And we're talking about a guy that's a fan of Embiid. He used to be.
I used to like Embiid more than Jokic. Shut up. And I probably still do. Embiid is funny. I like the way he plays. But man, it's kind of like James Harden. In the playoffs, it's too much. We have seen it ever since like the Raptors series. I saw his points per game drop drastically. And I remember when I saw it, I was like, that was a bit alarming. But whatever. It's one time, he's still getting older. But then it's 4 years after that, and it has happened every time. He hasn't had a good playoff like run.
And I feel like it's always something. whether it's an injury.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear it at this point anymore. It's too much.
It's just too much. Whether it's an injury, is Ben got injured, he's by himself.
If we're gonna hit on AD, if we're gonna hit on Kawhi, we gotta hit on Embiid too.
Yeah, definitely.
Because
he gets injured in the worst time possible. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, and a lot of it is because of him. We saw it last year. He was trying his booty off to freaking win the MVP.
Number 2, Jokic.
Number 2.
It's a bit shocking, right? Did you see the ring?
Nah,
I sent it to you.
I did see it, and I was like, really?
It's interesting. It's interesting. I was surprised about it.
Put it on number 1.
Yeah,
it's the first time I see somebody put it on.
I'm not mad. Okay, Giannis number 1, by the way. I'm not mad in the sense that, like, look, Jokic just became the best player by winning a championship, but Giannis has been the best player since 2021.
Okay,
and so you can say like,
I'm just kidding.
So you can say like, oh, like just with one playoff run, they're gonna take the mantle from Giannis. So in that sense, I get it, but I do think Jokic. I do have Jokic number 1.
Yeah, okay. It's not only that. It's not only that Jokic won the championship. It's also that Giannis lost in the first round.
Yeah.
And it's not only that. Giannis.
I think Jokic is a better player. Other
Jokic,
defense.
If you look at both of them, Giannis just has more weaknesses.
Absolutely.
It's not even about the actual performance in the court. It's just if you look at them as individual players, Jokic is just better. I think for me, he's just better.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, we have seen Giannis be stopped multiple times, and we have never seen Jokic be stopped. Never. We have seen him have his bad games, but rarely. But this guy almost never plays bad.
Yeah. I do like giving Giannis the benefit of the doubt because he does deserve it. Because he's a guy that...
We're talking about Giannis. We love that guy.
Yeah.
We love him, but at the end of the day, we're splitting hairs.
So I'm not too mad at it though. I'm really not. It was shocking to see it, but it wasn't one of those things that I was like mad about it.
Yeah, whatever. Maybe this year Giannis takes back the number 1 spot.
Yeah, he definitely could.
See.
But that's basically it. We gave you guys our opinion. It's gonna be a super long video.
Yeah, we just wanted to come in here and talk. You know, we don't do it a lot. We're always like making the other type of videos, so it's fun to just get our opinions on.
Yeah, this was fun. This is the type of videos that you guys know this. We say it all the time. This type of videos that we love making. We just love talking hoops. Obviously, we prefer it, but you know, it's not gonna give us the it's not gonna give us the big bucks. You know what I'm saying?
Big bucks is crazy.
Nah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Like I keep saying, more content coming out soon, more consistency. Yeah. NBA season starting soon, so let's see how this list holds up in this upcoming season. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Peace out.